Okay, I think we are good. Maybe. Let me test this. Okay. Yep, there's my audio. Very nice. Except not nice. That's probably a bunch of feedback for y'all, but I don't think anyone's here yet, so no biggie. Oh, I was proven wrong. Got people here already. Okay. So, for full disclosure, the invasions video, that it's just taken so long to schedule the skit just because schedules schedules are just mean these days. But I think it's happening Thursday, so hopefully the video can be done for like Friday or Saturday. Hello, how am I? I'm doing well. Lots and lots of stuff going on for school, so yeah, that's the reason why that skit's taking so long, and it's also just making me a bit stressed, which is why I didn't stream last night, but we're good tonight, so we're like so close to done with this to-do list, which I don't have pulled up for some reason. Yeah, so in terms of like things from like the old to-do list, meaning the one from like months and months ago, there's only 2 things left on it, which is nice because earlier I put in a couple of locations, and I also made the sonic screwdriver able to do some new stuff. So in theory we should be almost done with that. It's just 2 rooms and we need to choose between the 2, and then if we have time we could also do one of the things in the new to-do list, but for the old one, we have the storage room and the grand dining room. I have no idea what we're going to do on the storage room, but grand dining, I was thinking something along the lines of like the one at Hogwarts from like the Harry Potter movies, but I don't know. I haven't seen those in years, so that's going to be maybe a challenge, but I don't know. Could be fun. I mean, isn't it just a big room with like floating candles? And what in the world's happening over there? That is a lighting glitch if I ever saw one. Probably an Optifine thing. Yeah, no, there's gotta be Optifine. That can't just be normal Minecraft. Anyway, gonna go back to the stream now so I can actually see what y'all are saying. Take your time with things, quality over quantity. Absolutely. I agree. It's gonna be good, hopefully. Chicken Man really likes the script I made for it, so it's gonna be nice. Hopefully. So yeah, basically it's just a question now of do you want to do the storage room, and just how would you want to do that, because I honestly don't know, and how do you want to do any sort of dining room. I guess it doesn't have to be a grand dining room per se, but that's what I've written in my notes, so that's how it might end up being. Yeah. I guess while we say that, I could show you the locations I did, I guess. Just because why not? Wouldn't hurt anything. And as you can see, the server side lag is absurd. Look how long that button's taking. I've been looking for solutions for like the past hour or so, and it's painful. Let me just tell you, it is painful. Okay, here's one. I think this mine shaft is new. The next one almost certainly is. Yeah, End City. Actually pretty cool. And I think it actually sets the exterior to the coral plant now when I go there, which is really cool. Jungle Temple. Yeah, that actually is where the statue exterior spawns now, which is actually pretty cool. I like that idea. That someone came up with. Desert Pyramid. I don't know if I have anything for that. Igloo, that's the snowman, probably pretty straightforward. And Forest Village, and I think there's like one more after this, and it might work, it might not. Soul Sand Valley. I think I made the TARDIS become the Nether portal there, and then we got another fortress. I think it's the same thing, and I don't know if you can hear my computer making noises, but it is very loud right now as it's trying to do this stuff. But yeah, what room do we want to do? I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards the dining room just because I actually know what I want to do for that. Kind of. So, I guess we can just land here, not a problem. But, well, I would if the thing would go. Anyway, yeah, do we want to do the dining room? I'm leaning toward that personally, but, could just be me. Anyway, why did I go outside? I really didn't need to show you me going outside. Y'all know what that's like. So what room do we want to do? I'm just gonna head up here. I like this, copper console room. It's actually pretty cool. A little too square, but I mean, nothing I can do about that. Okay, so I think, didn't we last stream or so make like a, yeah, we made like an elevator at the end of this hall that leads to the other rooms. And this is cool. We got the door here, and boop. That is cool. And is it going to close? Yes, it is. Nice. And we can press this one to go down. Sweet, that works. And here we are. Okay, yeah, I forgot. This is all we have down here for now. This library. And I really like this library, not gonna lie. It's genuinely a cool design. And, oh yes, the fish lever. Where is it? It's like down here somewhere. Fish button, yes. It's probably gonna make a little more lag, or... the fish themselves are lagging, okay. Yeah. This world's been kind of absurd with the lag recently. So we'll just leave the fish, I guess. But yeah, we should be able to make like a door going off this way, hopefully. And as long as we're not going to bump into anything, it should be good. Technically we're not, as long as we don't go in there. That's the master TARDIS, I believe. What's this way? Okay, just gotta be careful not to bump into that, and then we should be good. Yeah, if we do the dining room, we can come up with ideas for the storage. Yeah, fair point. So I think that is just what I'll start with, is this dining room. How do I want to do this? I think maybe I just want to make sure we're not going to bump into anything else. There's a lot of stuff we could potentially bump into. Probably won't be an issue. Let's do something like this. Let's just do like this way a little more, and then we'll like make it go this way, I guess, for the actual room itself. I want the room to be pretty big, obviously, so I feel like we should go just a couple more blocks this way before moving inward. Sea lanterns. 'Cause who doesn't love sea lanterns? I don't know. A lot of people probably don't love sea lanterns, but I like them, so they're what I use typically. I don't know why I replace that if I'm just gonna end up removing it anyway. Yeah, let's just do this, I guess, then. We do something like this. Is that diamonds? That is diamonds. It's unfortunate that this is creative in this case, because those would be pretty cool otherwise. Alright, now we can make one of these things here, just because it looks nice, and just gives the place a unified look, I guess. And there we go. The problem, technically, is that these bits on the walls were going to look bad. Not much I can do about those unless, actually, if I just move it back a block, that'll actually solve that issue. So yeah, let me just do that real quick, and then we will be nice and good to go, kind of. Looks like a tornado hit this place, but, you know, it's a price you gotta pay, I guess, in this case. Alright, just do like that, and then corners once again, and there we go. And then I'm thinking, if we just come back with the concrete on this side of it, do something like this, perhaps? Yeah, that'll kind of hide it all, and then we can just fill the whole thing with concrete. This whole floor here, which I guess I'll just go ahead and do. We got time. I mean, this stream theoretically could last a while, but probably won't. As I said, I've got a bit of schoolwork, and I did like 99% of it earlier, but not everything, so that is mildly pain, but it'll be fine, in theory. Have I ever heard of the debug stick? Yes, I have. What are you thinking of me using that for? Because, like, I could use it, I just don't know whether I need it at this moment. Do I? I don't know. Can't think of any uses for it at the moment, but I mean, if there is one, go ahead. Fire away. Debug stick was kind of funny because I did this and I've heard of other people doing it, just like making it a sonic screwdriver. It makes sense when you think about it. Kind of cheesy though, honestly, but it's funny. Can't really fault him for it. Alright, at least we got some form of hallway now. And we are looking semi-decent. I think I'll just leave that as is. And then we gotta continue the light pattern. Okay, there's not much of a pattern. It's just these things, which are 5 blocks apart. Yeah. So if I put one of these here, roughly, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. That actually doesn't look half bad, that positioning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I guess we'll just go ahead and mark the place where this next one's going to be at least. Doesn't hurt. That's good enough, and then we just head back down here and just do this. Alright, I'm going to check the chat again. Could be used for a thing in the storage room that makes something like the trinkets from Adventures. Oh, I guess I kind of see what you mean. Just kind of put like, because I was thinking for the storage room just putting like random stuff pretty much, like, I don't know, like crates and stuff, but I do like that idea actually, putting like actual things that seem like they would have come from a Doctor Who adventure. I do like that idea. That would work actually really well. So like we could do probably like a mixture just to make it seem more like a fully fledged storage room. Has like bits of both, I guess. I don't know whether to put that there or that there. It's a minor thing, but it kind of bugs me. I do not know. I think this is the lesser of two evils than how we had like this before, because that's a little more noticeable, I guess. I don't know. Okay, hallway over. Time for some much cooler stuff. Out of the way, diamonds, we don't need you, for once. Okay, so yeah, judging by the space we have, yeah, we're doing decently, so we could make this place pretty big, honestly, and we should. So this is the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm thinking 10 blocks each way at a minimum would be good. May not be doable that way, I'm not sure. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's a problem. I think, yeah, just have to do that. Just have to go up to about 6 each way, I guess, then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's just make sure I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So that might be the farthest out we can make it, at least for the moment. I mean, we could extend the hallway, I guess. I mean, because it only has to go like a couple more blocks, doesn't it? Yeah, to kind of get past that elevator room. So let's do this for the moment. Let's do /fill, and then fill all the way up to here. Do something like that. There we go. That works fine. No surprises. Yeah. Okay, so in theory, if I were to expand this hallway, just make it go a little further, we could in theory do this thing just right when we get to the end of this. So when we could start it. So that might actually be a good plan. Alright, so I'm not gonna delve too much into making this hallway, obviously, for the time being. But what I will do, I guess, is open up F3 and... Okay, so it's a negative x that we are able to expand. So if I run the same command and expand the negative x to like 45, there we go. See, so it's doing what it needs to do, and we can now find a lot easier the end of this thing here. So yeah, it's about there. So we pretty much have the perfect amount of space here. So I'm just going to fill this into about here, and then this is where the actual thing itself will start, I guess. So let's go ahead and clear out some more space. Let's do something like starting here, or like one block forth, and then we'll just do same thing all the way to like 366, so we have like 20 blocks to work with. And did that work? Make sure it didn't bump into anything. It shouldn't. I don't think there's anything to bump into except for that, which is down there. So we're good. We can just keep going. We can even expand this upward slightly if we wanted to, and I do want to, so yeah. This is gonna be good. So if we did something like that, again, and I'm just gonna give myself night vision, so effect give night vision. There we go. So yeah, I've got infinite night vision now. That's useful. So let's see, what are people saying? Mixture sounds good to you personally. Yeah, fair enough. So we're just going to extend the hallway down to the end of, where does it need to end? Here, roughly. So this is roughly where we want the actual thing to begin. Roughly here. And so I don't know what blocks to make it out of. As I said, I want to go with like a Hogwarts look, so let's do this. What's it called? Dining hall, like Great Hall, I think. I do not remember the name. Oh my, this is actually really cool looking. Actually, that's not even it, technically. Technically. Kind of is, kind of isn't. Okay, so this place is enormous, but actually does look really cool. And it's made like the walls, I can't tell if they're wood. They almost look like kind of tannish bricks. Let's see what kinds of like bricks we have, because I know we have like endstone bricks. I don't know if those would look good, or like any kind of sandstone. Don't really want to use sandstone, but I could. We could do like terracotta, I don't know. Wood planks and stuff, I think. So do you think, like, for the walls? Yeah, it's actually not a bad idea. Because, like, they probably aren't bricks, to be honest. They're probably just wood planks. Don't know what color to use, though. I almost want to go with, like, jungle to kind of give it the glowy, orangey look. But, like, I don't know. It's a little weird, and I don't know. Didn't we just use a lot of wood for the library? I think so. So there's a part of me that really just wants to go with, pardon me, the bricks a little bit. But I don't know. Just tell me your thoughts and we can see what maybe looks good. I should stop filling in this wall since we're not going to use this, but whatever, I can just build it out a block further. That's fine. So how much wood and brick? That could work, maybe. Or even like a mixture of these, perhaps. So if I did something like this and then like intermix this, that doesn't quite fit. Wait a minute, there's an idea. This actually looks a lot closer to this, is it? Sort of. I mean, we wouldn't do it like this, like a checker pattern. We'd do it a bit more random and like evenly spread out and whatnot. This doesn't really seem to mesh together, though. I'm just not certain. Yeah, it's definitely some kind of bricks. So I feel like one of these two is probably our best friend. And I'm kind of leaning toward the endstone because it looks more like actual bricks, and I don't use endstone much at all. So, might be a good decision. I'm not sure. It does look actually kind of good the more I look at it. What do you all think? Yeah, I just do not know, though. just do this while I try and figure that out. I don't know if that's like Optifine that's doing that, making the lighting glitch. It's really a mixture of like Optifine and just the fact that I have the potion effect at all. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I guess I'll just do like one more at the end. No, I won't actually. Do something that blends in with the stuff. So sandstone stairs. Are there end brick stairs? There are end brick stairs. That would be better since we're already going for that vibe. Again, we don't really have to, so if you have any other ideas, just let me know. But yeah, I think this looks decent for the time being. Maybe. I'm not certain, but I do think it looks okay. Yeah, I think it works. That's not what we're gonna do for the floor, probably. Looks good from a distance. Yeah, I think I agree with you. Like, it does look better from a distance than up close. Like, up close, it just looks a little bit odd, I guess. And the door looks okay-ish. Alright, so let's move on to something like, what should the floor be? The floor looks like just straight up like stone of some kind. So we could do like, or like, not necessarily stone, but like concrete. Yeah. I don't want to do just like the white concrete, because we already obviously used that. Concrete terracotta. That's, wow. My spelling is definitely on point today. It almost looks like just this color, like the white terracotta, which is more of a pinky color, but I think maybe that works. I'm not certain, but I don't know. Just judging by the picture, I think it does. Okay, so the next thing is going to be just obviously needing to fill in these walls and make the whole thing overall a bit just bigger in general. Okay, let's do something else before we go any further. Okay, that's what I thought. It cleared the wall when I did that. So I need to make this go back by 1. Let's see if that works. That does work. Okay, good. So that should be about correct. Let's see. Could add a wooden trim around the entrance and some supports to pillars around the wall. Yeah, I did see that in the design. Some like wooden support pillars. I don't know what the door necessarily looks like, but I do like the idea of adding kind of a wood look, and I think spruce would look good, kind of contrast well. This might look decent, might look bad. It looks decent. And then what we need to do is just do the same command, but then we're going to increase the Y level. I just need to figure out how much to increase the Y level. Okay, quite a bit. Like, I don't know. I'm going to guess at least by like 10 blocks. Is that too much? That might be too much. I think it works well. Oh my goodness, that's glitchy. I mean, we're lucky more gravel didn't fall in. Gravel is problematic after all. Diamonds, no, they don't matter. So yeah, if I did something like, whoops, like that, and then, let's just make it like stick out a little further, and then I could make it like a little more rounded on the edges. That would work well. This whole roof needs fixing, but if we did something like this perhaps, and then these would be our corners like that kind of works, and then we could do like slabs on top perhaps. Yeah, that actually doesn't look half bad. Actually looks like a shape. Alright. What have we got? Depth and things. Yeah, so I'm glad I did this, because I definitely agree that adds some much needed depth. Depth. Sounds like death. let's see here. Alright, so I think, yeah, we probably made this thing a tad bit too tall. Cause, like, there's like a, it's like a Christmas picture, so, like, let's imagine a Christmas tree is, like, that tall. And the wall's probably, like, twice as tall. It's probably fine. It's probably approximately right. So let's just do like this. Let's do fill from there to there with end stone bricks. Perfect. Alright, go back to the chat. I need to be better about this. Yeah, it would be wise of me at some point to stop just using the same device to look up pictures and look in the chat at the same time. There we go. I think it doesn't look half bad. It'll probably look better if I didn't have this night vision on and we had just like natural lighting. Oh yes, two words that are often associated with each other. Death and depth. Lol. Yes, they kind of are, in a morbid sort of way. Yeah, I do think the height of this room works, though, which is nice. So let's just do this. Fill from here to here. If I can spell, that is, which I rarely can. Hey, we're looking sort of decent. This room looks a little weird and maybe isn't deep enough. In fact, it almost definitely isn't, because it should be like... Okay, and like 5 times 5 is what? 25? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I feel like this place needs to be at least like a few blocks more. So let's just try this. Let's do something like that, and then we're going to move it back a bit on this axis by like, I don't know, 10 blocks? Nah, we'll do 20 blocks, why not? And hopefully it didn't bump into anything. I don't think it did. Again, it would be very disastrous if it did. It did not. Didn't even bump into this Capaldi TARDIS, which is good. And we are experiencing a lot of glitches, probably just Optifine glitches, as I said. Yeah, this place is absolutely enormous, possibly too enormous. I don't know. To-do list will never be finished, because Doctor Who will keep adding features to the TARDIS. That is true, but, like, this isn't so much a feature as just a cosmetic thing. It's just a room, you know, to make the map a bit more interesting. So that part of it will be done, eventually, but, I mean, obviously, the actual features themselves will never be done. That is definitely true. The height looks better once the walls are correctly filled with the right block. Yeah, I do think that works. Is it too long? Like, I feel like it's too long. Like, it looks like a very long room in the pictures, but not this long, maybe. Like, I feel like it should maybe be taken in by 10 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just do like there or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do one more back. That should look a bit nicer, hopefully. And let's see if that length looks a little better. Yeah, it looks a little more natural, honestly. If we need to go out a few more, we can, but I think it looks decent how it is. Could have just used a fill command for this, but I just don't think ahead enough. Yeah, no, this is like way too tall not to use a fill command. So let's just do that. And we are looking better. Anyway, we need to fill in these last bits and then we'll be done. With the walls at least. So go up there, then go up here. And stone bricks. There we go. And lastly, just one more bit. here. And stone bricks. Fantastic. I think this does look pretty decent, honestly. So let's fill the floor in now. From here to here. And what are we using? White terracotta. Let me know if you have any other ideas for this floor, because honestly it's not my favorite, but it's not awful either, I guess. Look again at the picture. Yeah, the big main feature of this room is probably just the enormous level of benches all around it. I mean, you can't quite call them tables, they kind of just look like huge picnic benches, honestly. It is kind of funny. Anyway, roof-wise, there is a bit of a roof on this place. So let's do something like this for the roof. That might be too much, I'm not sure. Yeah, if we do something like that, then we can fill in the, like clear out a bit in the middle, because it kind of like, it goes up a hump, and it goes up another hump, so I feel like we could just clear out a bit in the middle. This will be the first hump. I don't know what you'd call that in technical terms, so it's just a hump for now. Very, very technical term right there. Let's see, what else have we got? We've got the shape of the roof, we've got some windows, and then obviously all the chairs, and then no, I don't see the why do I not see the like big floaty deals? Are the floaty deals not there? I'm gonna make the floaty deals, even if they're not there. The big floaty torches we were talking about earlier. Because I feel like they are a must, even if they're not actually, like, in the room. But again, I haven't seen the movie in years, so I don't remember off the top of my head. I need to rewatch this series again, honestly. There's a lot of stuff I need to rewatch, though, so... Perfect. And yeah, while I'm doing this, maybe if you guys have any ideas for the storage room you could give them, that would be fabulous. Because I don't know, we might get to that today. It is possible. I mean, really, mostly with this room, what we have left is just like finer details. We've got the structure down at this point, basically. And by finer details, I mean just about everything, but I mean, still. I think we are on the right path to getting this room done. And yeah, eventually, we're going to need to know what to do for that storage room. I've considered, honestly, not even doing it, because I just don't know, honestly, sometimes what I would do for a storage room. There was a side of me at one point that wanted to do, like, the Among Us storage room, but it's like, why? You know? It's just a weird idea. Okay. Gotta admit, this is looking good, though. Alright, now we need that big hump in the middle. So how are we gonna do that? I'd say we just start doing a fill command. And then just, like, increase the Y level. And it's pretty tall. It should be, like, 6, probably, at least. Do air, and then I'm just going to make sure we're not going to bump into anything. We are not, except for this cave, but I mean, who cares? It's a cave. We don't care about its opinion, do we? So let's just do something like 22. Let's do like 26. See how that looks. Oh no. Water that's falling really, really slowly because of the tick speed lag. Oh my goodness, this is absurd. Yeah, I really need to get this nice and fixed, honestly. Hopefully this water will go away now, especially if I do this. And this. There we go. This water will very, very slowly, but surely go away, hopefully. So yeah, we're gonna go upward again, so just fill from here to here with end stone bricks like this, and we just do the same thing all the way around, and then at the very top we'll just have our final little arch into the middle, and they should just meet in the middle. So if we did something like that, it would work rather nicely. Kind of, except it would need to be taller in that case. Okay, let's just make this whole thing taller then. So 26, let's just do something more like 32, 31, that'll increase it by 5 blocks, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, perfect. So then let's just do this command again and just increase it to 31. There we go. Looking good. I can mix a storage room with Iron Man Workshop from Iron Man 1 and also a garage. You could build the third Doctor's car, Bessie. Oh yeah, that is funny. I did make a garage once when I made a TARDIS years and years and years ago in Bedrock Edition, back when I actually had Bedrock Edition, because it's just like I can't even play Bedrock Edition anymore. It's just too different, you know, and like borders on not even good, really, in comparison. I don't know. It's just because I'm used to playing Java by now so much that I just can't stand it, really. Probably just a me thing, but you know. So that should be a pretty good roof we got there. So let's just do something like this. Fill this in real quick. Fill in all the way to here. And stone bricks, perfect. Or not, because I just filled in the wrong thing. Okay, so what we need to fill in is this here. So I guess I'll just do it manually, because we already got all the blocks out. Which is nice. Nice. I can relate to you on that phone. Yes, it honestly just cumbersome because your fingers get in the way of everything. It's just a small screen generally, and if it's too big a screen, then it's also cumbersome. For me, at least. I had the Windows 10 edition for a while, and that was immensely easier. But I think I've said the story to this at least once. When I got my new computer, it didn't carry over or something, and I got it for free the first time, so I kind of don't want to pay for it. I ain't about that pirating life, so who knows how I'm going to get my Windows 10 edition. But if I do get Windows 10 edition, again, then that is probably when I'll do a Bedrock Edition tutorial for the TARDIS. But yeah, that's probably not happening anytime soon, unfortunately. Just do something like this, and then end stone bricks as usual. Autocorrect your one special thing. Indeed. Okay. Almost got to the end here. The end, ha ha ha, because we're using end stone bricks, ha ha ha. Amazing pun, except not really. Perfect. Okay, we are looking somewhat decent now, which is nice. And yeah, obviously in between, every once in a while, in this little arch thing, we're gonna have like wooden pillars, just like in the actual one. So yeah, that'll look nice once it's all done. Maybe it would be smarter to use a fill command on this too. I don't know. But yeah, I like the idea of making the storage room be a garage of sorts. Because I could have Bessie in there, just like I did on my other garage on that other world. And I think I also had like the motorcycle from, what's the episode? The Bells of St. John, when he had like a anti-gravity motorcycle. That was weird. And then, I don't know why, but I just have this, like, really strange urge to, like, make the DeLorean somewhere on here for, like, Back to the Future reference reasons. Either as, like, an exterior, or it would work well in that garage, too. Either way, that would be an amazing idea. But yeah, I think we're doing pretty well. I need to probably stop saying that until I actually, like, make proper progress and start using the fill command again instead of just doing all this by hand. But you know, gotta have some experience doing things the hard way sometimes. I don't know. That probably doesn't make sense, but okay. And there we go. Yay! Archway thingy is finished. The roof shape thingy, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, Justin's here. We are making the dining hall from Hogwarts from Harry Potter. Why? I don't know why. It just sounded cool. And that, honestly, is good enough reason for me. So, yeah. Basically. So, yeah, I think we should go ahead and just fix that, make it look nicer, I don't know. Might look nicer, might look worse, I don't know. And we have just removed one of our stairs. Anyway, speaking of stairs and wood, we need to move on to the pillar things now. Then we'll do the table thing. Minecraft Doctor Who fans, universal urge to include the DeLorean. Yes, it just reminds me of the little Easter egg from the Dalek mod where they had a DeLorean in there. Honestly, pretty funny. Anyway, where do these pillars start? I guess they just start at, like, the beginning of the room. And I guess I need to actually welcome you. Hey there, Quantum Blur. Yeah, no. I'm sure you're just, like, really trying to tune in because of when I said you were one of my biggest inspirations, which you are. Your old TARDIS video for, like, 1.8, I think. That was honestly pretty impressive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, just trying to count these pillars, but yeah, it was really neat, honestly. I liked the bit where when you dematerialize, you could actually, like, see outside for a brief moment and, like, see it dematerialize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we'll do the thing 7 blocks apart. But yeah, like that, and then the cloning for the chameleon circuit. I know that's nothing really too revolutionary, but, like, it was cool at the time, and just the way you did it with the cloning in the what am I trying to say, the stained glass version. I don't know how you did that with the data tags. That's like some advanced stuff. Genuinely really cool. Anyway, just need to concentrate here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am just nerding all out on the old videos, old stuff like that. Just Minecraft TARDIS videos in general I've been watching for absolutely years, trying to find a way to make one on my own. And really my design at the end of the day is just an amalgamation of lots of ones. Yours definitely was a big inspiration, like I said. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, just trying to make sure I'm, like, concentrating in between all the talking. There we go. We are looking good. I think there's, like, a thing in between at the top. Yeah, like the pillars kind of go up a bit. You didn't mess with data tags. You had a separate command block for every possible block. It's the opposite of elegant. I thought you said that, like, it had something to do with data tags. Like you were switching out the wool blocks for, like, stained glass with the same data tag. Maybe I, like, misinterpreted how you were doing that, but I don't know. Either way, it is kind of impressive, but the way you're describing it now sounds kind of cumbersome, honestly. And I'm sure it was, but I mean, it was smart, so I can't really fault it. Anyway, this should be the last of these pillars, because obviously we're running out of space. And there we go. This looks decent. Does it need some stairs to, like, make it look a little more rounded off? Probably. The ones in the movie are extremely round, and these ones are very much not extremely round, so I feel like that is worthwhile. Yeah. So I'm gonna add some corners to these. Should make them look a little more rounded, and they might stick out too far. They stuck out kind of far in the movie, so not a problem. Be kind of convenient if I could, like, put the picture that I'm using in, like, the corner of my screen somehow. That might be possible with, like, OBS, but I don't know off the top of my head. I mean, that sounds like some kind of, like, editing that obviously you can't really do as easily with streams, or really at all in most cases. We do like that. There we go. So yeah, I think this isn't looking half bad, honestly. It does look maybe a little better to have just a little more texture in there. And then I think we'll be done with these arches, finally. And then we'll move on to, like, I don't know, maybe that window at the back. Yeah, that big window in the back, which kind of just takes up most of this thing. So I'm just not sure how to even do this, honestly. Okay, we're definitely going to need some end brick stairs. No, not end underscore brick. You don't need to do that. Oh, it's end stone brick. That's part of the problem. The other problem is I was using underscores in a totally illogical way. Don't you just love it when your brain just turns off in the middle of stuff? Yay. That's fun. This doesn't need to go all the way up, I guess. I could bring it down by, like, 2 blocks, maybe. Yeah, that looks better. And then just do... Nah, I like that. There we go. So yeah, this is where our little window will be. I don't think anything's going to be outside the window, but we could do something. We have all this empty space here. That would be kind of funny if we did something outside the window. Anyway, I think the window goes all the way up and down the place. I'm not certain, though. I feel like it should come out just like 1 more block, even though it's technically not accurate. It would look better. Maybe. Possibly. I'm not sure. But, I mean, if we did like this on the corners, it might look a little better. There we go. Yeah, it looks strange, but decent, and at least matches the shape of the arches, which I actually kind of like. So yeah, I'll just do like some bricks at the bottom here. You know what? I think this will work. We did it like that. Yeah, now it looks a little more window-like, and then we can't obviously put the glass here because of these, so let's just do this. Let's do something like put glass like here / fill from like 1 block above, like there to all the way up to the top, which is like roughly here approximately. And then we can just do something like black stained glass. That doesn't look half bad. Oh, I missed a bit. Of course I did. And then, I don't know, maybe just outside the window I could just have, like, nothing out here. It's probably, honestly, the smartest move, just to put, like, blackness outside the window, because I don't know what I'd put out the window if it wasn't blackness. So, yeah, we could probably do that, honestly. Okay, what are people saying? Looking up the Hogwarts Dining Hall. Good idea. Is this in 1.18? It's in 1.18.1, so yeah. What in the world did I just type? Anyway, yeah, 1.18.1, so we do have candles, so that'll be excellent. candles I think will definitely come in handy, but obviously I need to finish this window first, so this is what I'm going to focus on for the time being, but for the time second, what did I just say? My brain just shuts off sometimes. It is just no fun. There we go, and then that goes inward, and then there we go. Now we're at the top. We are looking very good. Technically. Kind of. So yeah, if I just do something like this all the way down, and I could probably use a fill command for this, I don't know. Maybe. Probably, most likely. But, I mean, it's fine, it won't take long. If I would actually, do it right, it wouldn't take long anyway. There we go. And hopefully this looks good from the inside. Whoops. See, I always take screenshots at just the worst times. You can barely see the glass. That is not fun. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Fill from... No, how about this? Fill from here to... let's just start with, here. Glass, just normal glass. There we go. Now we can at least see that there's glass there. That definitely looks a little nicer. And I just flat out can't see any of this glass, so do another fill command just for simplicity's sake. There we go, and finally we'll just fill in the last two here. There we go, that's a little better, at least we can actually see the glass. There is kind of like a wood framework / door thing on the glass. I don't know if that's necessarily a door, but we can just use like a spruce fence for that, I guess. Shouldn't look too bad, and let's just say that every 2 blocks we'll have them kind of connect like this. Why? Oh, I thought the texture was glitching. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I think it was for a second, but we're good. Anyway, just do something like that. Alright, we're not looking half bad, which is a good thing. So yeah, I'm thinking we should just do this up to the top. And that doesn't look too bad. Okay, I probably won't do the Christmas version of this place, just like the regular looking one, and I just found a good picture of it, so that's useful. So yeah, we got some steps at the back with the, I guess you could say the teachers' areas, professors, whatever you want to call them. Really is just one singular block high approximately, I'd say. How far forward should it go? It's probably good. Just do here maybe, and then something like that. That doesn't look too bad, I guess. Yeah, that works, even though the window looks a little weird now. I guess it works. I mean, we could always just fix that later on, and then just have some stairs coming out of here. I believe this is pretty good, if I'm not mistaken, and then we'll just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 chairs, big chairs, but it could be a problem. So let's do something that we have stairs of. I think copper could work, because they're kind of greenish stairs. Nah, dark prismarine probably. If I can spell. Dark prismarine. Yeah, just little chairs, and then we'll just do some trapdoors on the sides. That should look nice. Let's see, people talking here. Bunch of colors, and put solid concrete of the same color behind them to accent the color. What do you mean, something to do with the window? Oh, Shrek is here. Fantastic. I'm sure you saw I did respond to your comment on one of my videos about the seed of the world. However, I would like to say that actually that seed will not work in the current version. I tried it. It actually probably only works in like 1.16 because that's roughly when the world started, or when the world was made. So I'm guessing it just won't even work if you... Well, it's not a guess. I tried it for myself, like I said, to get that world loaded in 1.18, and it just didn't work. What are people saying? Looking good, but the images won't load. I don't know why they wouldn't load, but I mean, we are looking pretty accurate, so I think we're doing decently. I think I'm going to use these for the table, I guess, too. I don't know how, like, deep to make the table, honestly. Just use these for the top of the table. Yeah, this is looking pretty decent. I feel like I should make it just one more block outward, maybe? I feel like I make it too close to the steps, maybe? I'm really not sure. Nah, it's about accurate if I make it like one block forward. Your internet is bad. Yeah, no, if your internet is as bad as the, what are they called? I don't even remember the name. TPS, lag in this world, then yeah, your internet would be really bad. So yeah, these chairs kind of look like this, with like a trapdoor trim around them. Trapdoor trim, let's try saying that a million times fast. Alright, let's do... Nah, that works, honestly. Probably don't even need that, honestly, because it won't like wrap around the whole thing, so honestly, that's probably good, honestly. I need to stop saying honestly. But I'm just being honest. Whoops, I placed those completely wrong. There we go. So yeah, we probably can't fit like 11 of these chairs unless we found a way to make them smaller. There's like 11 of these, and there's like a golden one in the middle, presumably for Dumbledore. It's also a little taller, I guess. Let's find something with stairs that's approximately looking like that. Kind of, like I said, it's kind of golden. I don't want to make it out of the same material as the bricks, so maybe you could just do, like, get away with just using some birch wood. How do you spell birch? There we go. Okay, this hopefully won't look too bad. Yeah, looks approximately golden. At least as good as it's going to get with the endstone in the background. Oh yeah, it needs to be taller. So yeah, I don't think this looks half bad. There's the big chair and the little chairs. Not enough little chairs, but I think it's fine. And then what should we have on the tables? Should we have like a, actually we can't have anything on the tables because they're literally, these trapdoors. That's pain. But, you know, no pain, no gain. I think the back portion of it looks pretty decent. Is it accurate? Yes. I want to say yes. It looks like there's like cabinets on the side, which makes sense, but I feel like this works decently for the moment. What's the big thing we need? The big thing we need would be something along the lines of... There's kind of some bits like with like, I don't know, like bowls of fire, torchy things hanging off the sides. I mean, in theory that won't be hard, I don't know. We could definitely use chains in that. What's something that kind of matches chains? Like a slab of some kind? I don't know, this kind of matches chains, I guess, and kind of gives the look we're going for. And then we could definitely use like netherrack. No, we could use fireplaces. Nether fire, that's a thing. Yeah, that wouldn't look half bad, I guess. So what is this again? Blackstone. Blackstone. Where is Blackstone? Here it is. Polished blackstone. Okay, so for these torch things, approximately like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 blocks high, I think, is how high it should be approximately. So let's do like 5 blocks high, even though I just said 4. And do something like that, and then we could do it 1 more block outward, and then just do chain, chain, fireplace, and something like that. Yeah, that actually looks surprisingly accurate. Could hang down lower, I guess, which would imply these need to be higher, which is fine. So if we just add the chains like that, yeah, that looks a little better, honestly. So even though it's not 100% accurate, I do think it looks a little better. I mean, these things do kind of extend up to the top. It kind of looks like that. So I suppose that doesn't look too bad. So if we just do the same thing here, like 3, like that, and then come out 3, and then back in 1. I appear to have done it completely wrong. Oh, that's why. So just do something like that. There we go. And this comes down 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's only 4. Nah, that's 5, isn't it? If I'm wrong, I can obviously just redo it, but oh, yep. Kind of surprising, but okay. So yeah, it's only 4 blocks low, and then we just do these bits on the sides, which actually looks surprisingly good. So yeah, this honestly could turn out pretty well. What do you all think of these lantern things? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is where the next one needs to be. Again, I kind of want to hear what you all think of these, just so I don't make loads of these without them actually looking any good. That would be embarrassing, but I'll make, 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this, which I am placing wrong. They good. Nice. I do think they look decent. I mean, I almost feel like they look too big, but like there's nothing you can really do about that. It's about as small as they can get. I think, yeah, they look decent. They definitely add a lot of cool detail to the room. I'd okay how they look in the movie. Approximately like this, just bowls of fire basically hanging from places, so I don't think they're too bad. Hopefully. So yeah. 2, 3, 4, and 1 of these. There we go. This doesn't look half bad. And yeah, we'll just do like 1 more and probably won't do 1 here. Unless there is 1 in the movie, which there is. Okay. We can do that one then. At the end. But for now, let's just do this one, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this at the bottom. And finally, make the bowl. That looks decent. And then on this side, 1, 2, 3, and then like that. And finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, this, and make the bowl. So I think that looks actually pretty decent. And then if we did the ones up here, they might be extremely close to this table, which would be a bit weird when people are trying to eat from the table, and it's not even centered, so probably not worth it. This is going to be a grand dining room based on Hogwarts from the Harry Potter books and the movies in particular, and I think it looks actually pretty decent so far, which is good. So yeah, we're done with these bits. Now we got to do the actual like table things, and like I said, they kind of just look like picnic tables honestly, but I mean, they're not bad. I wonder what this lighting will look like when we take off the night vision effect. Could be interesting to find out anyway. So ideas for this, I think we should do like that, and then not really sure for the benches really. We could even just do like slabs of some kind, like a dark oak slab. I don't know. Anyway, the table should be can't really tell. I think they're only like a block or so away from this, so I think If we start it like here, that shouldn't look too bad, hopefully. Alright, how big are the actual tables themselves? Are they just, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 5 individual tables. So I think if we just make them like in between each of these, this will look pretty decent. I mean, they're like basically connected, so I guess we probably should just make it all one table, because there's no way to really make them not look connected unless they're like, if they're actually connected, you can't make them not look connected. I don't know, that sentence did not make any sense. Ooh. I feel like this is honestly just getting too big and intrusive, because like that's gonna run into the middle, which is a problem. So maybe what we'll do is just move it out by one more, possibly. Just trying to think, because like I feel like we don't have enough space. I feel like this is a good amount of space, so yeah, we're just gonna move these to one more block closer to the center, and then just do like 2 sets on each side, even though there's like 4 on the actual thing. Like there'd be like a set here and a set here. I feel like this works decently, unless we just want to make them a bit less wide, which I guess we could, but I don't know. I feel like this works pretty decently, so I don't know. You all can be the deciding factor for that. Oh no, one of those scam thingies. Yeah, Discord is back up. It was down earlier today. Could use slabs and stairs so you can place things on them. You know what? I agree. We do need to do that, probably. Pain. I just don't know how to do this so that we can, you know what? Here's a better idea. If we do something like that, and then just do like these in between, and do like, bits on the edges like that, maybe? That doesn't look too bad. It's a little bad, but it works well enough. We just do something like this, and then that's probably as far as it needs to go, honestly, so just do another end cap right there. Yeah, that's not too bad, I suppose. I suppose it works, gets the point across. No sleep. Yeah, so basically what I'm gonna do for this is do like that, and then I guess we'll make it the same length as the other one, I guess. Yeah, so we just do these right about here, going all the way across to here, and then again, except not, because we're not going to put the fences in the middle, I forgot. So yeah, just make them all kind of look like that, just fences on the outer bits, and then same thing here. Let's just make sure we're starting from the same block. Yes, we are. And we're looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there are about 5 blocks, which is only slightly helpful information, because I mean we could just go off of this, honestly. So yeah, then we just do our trapdoors in between. Also, I just saw a list on Discord, and you finished my interior. So you have to finish the dining room. What interior are you referring to? I don't think I've actually done any new interiors since the last stream. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm just losing track as to what you're talking about. I know you sent like a picture in Discord, I think, of an interior, but I don't think I've made any in a while, so I probably didn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not thinking of the same thing you are. I don't know. This looks really like dangerous with these just like chars coming down on the tables. Any food you'd have would just get roasted to bits, and maybe even the children would too. That would be dark. Anyway, a little too close to this doorway, but whatever. It looks decent. And then for the bench, I feel like just slabs would work. Yeah, that doesn't look half bad. And then for the bench, I feel like we could do something like this. Just make it look a little more bench-like, if that makes any sense. Because, like, if you just had, like, one all the way across, I don't know, it's accurate, but I feel like it wouldn't look as good. I don't know. What do you all think? One bench going all the way across, or two, like on here? I'm leaning toward the one, but I don't know. I mean, it's accurate, and it still looks decent, but I don't know. Again, you all can pick on that. Gotta look at the chat, sorry. You can place invisible item frames with food. That actually sounds pretty smart. I've actually started making my own vanilla TARDIS. Ooh, that's smart. It's not going fast. Yeah, they do start slowly, honestly. ADHD, so it's difficult to focus. Fair enough. Okay, that probably means you can only add stuff that you come up with on the list if you haven't made. I mean, what do you mean? Only add stuff that I come up with. No, I'm totally willing to, like, make things that others think of. I just haven't, I haven't gotten around to making either of the, interiors that you guys sent me on the Discord. But I will add any interiors that, you all come up with if you'd like me to. I'm not against that in any way. List. Yes, I do have a to-do list, and this is one of the oldest items on the to-do list, so I thought I'd go ahead and make it. And oh my goodness, it's looking amazing. Anyway, you've just stepped in. I'm working on a, this is the dining hall from Hogwarts, to put it simply. So yay. One bench. Yeah, I do think that looks decent. Yeah, it does look better with the one bench. Okay, what are we missing? 'Cause I know we're probably missing more details. Plates, that's what we're missing, and I'm still confused with those cabinets. There's like cabinets lining the back of the wall. But I think other than that, we've got everything. So let's do that real quick. Yeah, because we made these, like, this height, we can, in fact, add some plates. I'm thinking, yeah, iron pressure plates, and then I'll see what that looks like with the item frames. It might not be doable, though, sadly, just because item frames are entities, and, yeah, we've got enough entities in this world. What in the world? Oh! You step on them and they break because they're opening the trap doors. I did not realize that. That is actually a shame. I wonder if there's anything you can do about that. Like, maybe you could use like a debug stick, like we were talking about earlier, to make these things just infinitely in the powered position. That would help. I mean, it's worth a try. Debug stick. Yes, we can set these to the powered position, and then when we step on them, do they update? No, they don't update. That's good. So we can keep them in the powered position so that they don't break. That is actually so cool. So we did come up with a idea for this debug stick after all. That is so cool. But yeah, we could at least see what the item frames look like, but we can't really use them permanently. Let's see, if they come back up? No, they didn't. Good. Oh, that's extremely weird. What is that? I don't know. Okay, so that's all done, I think. Yeah, we're looking decent. Let's see. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Toothpaste, the Goblet of Hagrid, and the Horrible Mistake. Yes. Reminds me of the thing where somebody like Google Translated, or not Google Translate, it was like a AI that wrote things for you, and they made a Harry Potter. That was entertaining. I think I tried that once too. A lucky Java user having a debug stick. They are nice, honestly. I just haven't used them to their full potential, so I don't know really for sure what everything it can, should do is. Anything else we should add to this? I'm thinking candles. I'm not sure if there are candles, but maybe candles? Yeah, debug sticks, honestly, they're cool. I don't use them as much as I should, though, so I am not the best person to ask about that. Just one candle? We'll just, like, spread them out randomly, maybe? I don't know, unless anyone else has got any ideas for that. Portrait what looked like a pile of ash, yes. That was the name of it. And it is a perfect name if I do say so myself. I mean, who wouldn't watch a movie with that title? I know I would, maybe. Yeah, I feel like this is looking good. Then we need our floating candles or torches or whatever they're going to be. I'm thinking just for variety on this one we'll put 3. Ah! It's not that scary because we actually have fire tick turned off in this world, I believe. But still, that was a bit of an for a moment there. Put these ones in the middle, pretty close to each other for some variety, and then put these ones like far from each other or just all on the same side. Nah, no we won't. We'll do like that, just for variety's sake. Anyway, I do feel like this looks good. I feel like we could do something similar up here, maybe. We don't have to, really. There are floating candles, aren't there? Yes, there are. Floating candles may be difficult unless you place them on barriers. I can place them on barriers, and that's what I was thinking of doing, so... Do they want to be torches or, like, proper, candles? Because, like, we could do that, too. That's not a barrier. There we go. Pizza with garlic sauce. That would be an interesting addition, but it wouldn't really fit into anything, I guess. So are they more torches? Because, like, I seriously just can't even find a picture that actually has them in it, which is just so weird to me. Like, why can't I? I don't know. I want the positioning of these to be kind of random looking, though. Yeah, we should do something like that. We don't need to make them, obviously, close to these things. Hey, quite a bit of candles. See if they look good. They look decent. They're torches technically, but still. It hasn't made it so candles break if there's no blocks. Candles, they might look neater. You know what? There is a lot of smoke in this room. That's almost disturbing. Might be a fire hazard, you never know. So yeah, let's do just a couple more of these. We could maybe lay off the candles / torches. Just do like a couple more here and there. Be just like a couple less. I don't know. Then do like one coming out of here maybe. One coming out of here. One there. Why not? Oh, I broke the barrier. We probably need some up here too. Terrible impression of the theme tune. I mean, what Tebow 2 video is not complete without terrible impressions of something? Whoops. Just breaking these back ones, that's what I need to do. Okay, good, I broke the wrong one that time. Kind of, before going back and breaking the wrong one. Or the, well, yeah, the wrong one. So yeah, I think that's not too bad. Yeah, it looks decent, except we maybe need a few more over here. that are a bit lower down, maybe. Maybe even like really low down, just for like a difference. I don't know. Do like one there. That looks decent. Do like another one kind of in the middle of these. There we go. That might be too many, I don't know. I do think it looks decent though. What do you all think? Place mix torches with fences for the bigger ones, and candles float with no block under, I think. Okay, so I need to see a picture of the floating candles because I seriously just can't find them, and I do not know why. So disturbing just not being able to see something that you just think was a normal part of this. Ah, here we go. Finally a picture of the floating candles. They look like... Okay, there's a lot more of them than this. So it might be good to add a few more. But, yeah, it looks like they're all the exact same size. So maybe I'll just keep them like this. I'm just not really sure. I'm gonna get that one out from behind there. They need to maybe not be so sparse right here. Yeah, looks decent. I just feel like we need more here. I don't know. I just feel like some places here just seem like there's more candles than others. We just need it to be a bit more even, I guess. Losing my voice over that song. I mean, hey, there are worse ways to lose your voice. Decent song. Just creepy, honestly. In a good way, though. Creepy in a good way. It's not a great thing to be. Presumably. There we go. Alright, it's a little less sparse now, which I kind of like. Alright, I think this is looking a bit more decent. We maybe need one more just right here. Why not? I don't know. I think we're looking pretty good. Yeah, like it's not maybe as many as there are in the movie, but I feel like it does get the point across, which is pretty good, honestly. Need to get this thing working. Here we go. Yeah, so if we're looking good, is this everything in this room except for those kind of bookcase looking things I keep forgetting about? Probably. So yeah, I'll go ahead and add those. Just like occasional bookcases. They're more of like cabinets, but whatever. Bookcases are honestly the best I can do. So that's what I'm going to do. There's so much wood in here for a room that just has loads of fire. It's probably not a great thing. Yeah, we'll just do something like this, and then... There we go. And maybe I can just do that. And that. That might look a little more decent. And then we'll just do like a couple more over here, I guess. Did one of those torches just break, or is that probably just from me actually breaking them earlier? I don't know. It's magical wood. Yes, it probably is, let's be honest, so this should look decent. Alright, I don't think there's any up here, but it was kind of hard to say. So yeah, I think this actually does look really, really cool, honestly, and I feel like the smoke doesn't look quite as bad either. So yeah, that's probably it for the Hogwarts thing. I genuinely think this looks really cool. I want to see it without the night vision. effect clear. Bet you $5 it's darker. Well, yeah, obviously it would be darker. But yeah, the lighting's honestly not terrible, even though it is technically darker. I feel like we need some kind of light up here. Yeah, maybe I'll just make one of these a little closer down to here just so we can get a little more light around this section. There we go, just make it not so dark at the back there. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. Doesn't look that bad. In fact, I'd argue it even looks good, honestly, in this lighting. It would honestly look really cool with a shader, but last time I tried to run a shader, this world literally went to crap, because that's just how this world works on shaders. I mean, because already you saw, if you've been here the whole time, the lag earlier, and you will know that this world is not very friendly when it comes to lag. Especially lighting stuff, as you can see. Could be an Optifine glitch, I don't know. In fact, it probably is, because I have smooth lighting turned off, because I was hoping to clear some lag, but it kinda didn't work. Anyway, I'm gonna turn on the shader real quick. I'm just really curious what that would look like. I think it was... No, this one flat out, like, breaks, like, everything. It just doesn't look very good at all. But, whatever. We can look at it and just see what it looks like, if it'll load. Yeah, I think it almost crashed the game just then. Ooh, that looks decent, except my frame rate's, like, nothing. I think the other one works better with frame rate, so let's try that briefly. And of course, Minecraft is gonna freeze. Oh no. So yeah, do I have a Harry Potter themed exterior to match? That actually might look cool. You know what? This shader is so much better on my frame rate. I mean, is it good? No, it's a lot worse, but I mean, it's better than it was with that one, which, you know, that one maybe looked a little nicer, but this one doesn't look half bad. How do we look with this shader? That was a really pretty 3 frames. Yes, I understand, and I understand the pain, because I'm the one experiencing the pain. But yeah, I think this room's pretty much done. What do we want to do now? Do we want to do that storage room, or move on to some of the newer items on the to-do list? I mean, because we could. 1 frame per hour. That is how it feels sometimes with these shaders, but this one's not terrible. Oh, that's neat. I didn't know the light would increase. Anyway, I feel like, yeah, that's a good idea, really, to do the, either that storage room. I still don't know what I want to do for it. It'd be hilarious if I just made it like an IKEA. That would be weird, but, you know, it was an idea, and it's a good idea. Idea of IKEA. That's a good kind of idea. Anyway. Yeah, probably can't do that tonight. I guess technically I do have a test tomorrow, so yeah. It would not be smart of me to stay up for like another 2 hours making IKEA. So yeah, let's do something simple then. Let's do... You made a Bedrock add-on yesterday where you run a specific command, it breaks the game, you get 60 seconds per frame. I mean, if that's what you want to do, sure. Dude, go ahead and have done that. That was grammar. If you don't know by now, I'm an expert at grammar. Not really. Okay, so other things we can do. We have lots of exteriors we can do. Like a lot. And we have some interiors we could do. Alright, so I'm just going to put these in the Discord chat, I guess. In the stream chat Discord channel, and you all can choose from there. I'll go back to the actual chat of the stream, though, just so that we can just see, and you can just tell me here in actual like YouTube stream chat, but just go to Discord if you want to see the options. and you can just choose between literally any of them, and we'll probably only do like one or two more. This world will never be finished. I mean, as long as there's new stuff from Doctor Who and new creative things to do like this, I guess we could. The sandcastle. Yeah, that's doable, but I mean, was that on the list? We can only do things on the list today, sadly. Just because I want to get the list done. I mean, we got the old list done, which was the top priority, but getting the new list tackled will be nice too, even though that's the list that keeps getting added onto. Ooh, you like the junkyard TARDIS. I do like that idea. It's the one from The Doctor's Wife. That would be really cool, as I did kind of like that design. Well, kind of. I mean, I liked it enough to where I have the toy of it, and it just genuinely kind of cool. Sucks the walls are literally just printed cardboard, though. But I mean, can't complain. All the interior playsets are like that. I think the shader's making my internet worse somehow. That's impossible, but I mean, I don't know. I probably won't turn them off yet, just because they look nice and they're not really lagging us too much, at least. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to do an exterior. I need to remember. The stream started lagging on your end too. Okay, I'm turning it off then. Maybe it is, just like the rendering just doesn't want to work. So I'm just going to turn that off. Spam link. There was one earlier up in the chat. Anyway, anything else from that list I sent on Discord that you all are thinking? Because, I mean, really all I've had is the junk TARDIS. I mean, and a sandcastle, but that wasn't on the list, so not really possible. I need to remember the way out of here. The fun little elevator. I need to remember the way out of the elevator, too. There we go. And this is going to take ages to go back because of the lag. Yay. Yes, we need to go back to the exterior, exterior room. Copper tar... Ugh. Why am I burping so much tonight? Oof. Yeah. Here we go. And this is the bit where I had to put in some new blocks for it to be able to turn into, or turn into things when it lands on these blocks. That's what those are. Anyway, let's go down. Where in the world is it? Am I just crazy? It's literally just like right here, isn't it? This isn't it. Ah, here it is. Thought I was going crazy for a moment there. The Whittaker interior. I actually like that idea too. It was one of those things that would take a while though. Because like the junk TARDIS wouldn't take but like a few minutes. So we'll take a vote, or not so much a vote as just like a contest. Whoever says an idea next, that's the one I'm going to do. How about that? Can't figure out how to make a decent TARDIS exterior that isn't made out of blocks. Do you mean you're just having trouble with the falling blocks? I don't know. Because, like, it's just this. It's just chaos. That's all you gotta do is little chaos. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, next thing that comes up, I will do it. So, yeah. Just, send an idea. What is this? Just an empty slot? Yeah, just an empty slot. So this is what we're going to use. Exterior set to blank. Or interior, depending on what people say. So yeah, one more time. Oh, here we go. Here's the idea. Junkyard, and hey, we got two people agreeing on it, so that's better than nothing. Junk. Exterior set to junk. Sure, why not? Let's call it that. So I'm going to pull up a picture here for a moment. Doctor Who junk TARDIS. Perfect. Ah, and of course, I don't actually know what that is. Is that like a... what is that? Oh, there's like a little statue of it. I didn't know that existed. I've seen the toy before, which is what most of the pictures are popping up as. Which is fine. We can do this. So, what are we going to start with? I have no idea, so I think I'll just start with a block. That's fine. We can start with a block. Let's do that. Set to junk /tp at e name equals camp cycle at p. There we go, and the exterior should be on absolutely nothing right now then, because right now this isn't obviously hooked up to anything. So what I'm gonna do is just spawn the exterior right here. TARDIS at P, there we go. So now it's set to the stone pile, which is not what's supposed to happen. Don't do this, TARDIS. Whoops, no. That did not work out well. So yeah, we just do, is it this one? No, it's this one. Junk, and then we need to bring chameleon cycle here. Perfect, and now it should be set to absolutely nothing, which is fine, because what we need to do, what is this? Set to coral. It's not supposed to be set to coral. Oh, because of the lag. You see, we really just need to do something about this lag. It's honestly ridiculous. But I don't know what can be done about it. I don't know. For the floor, should we do some kind of slab? I don't know what slab, though. It's kind of white. We could do, like, quartz slabs for the floor. Oh, you're having trouble with the, falling blocks. Let's try this. Smooth quartz. That might look better. Smooth quartz slab, and then just power that on. Yeah, that looks decent. I feel like, should it be... I don't know if it should be a little bit, into the ground a little bit, maybe. Just feels a little tall. 0.5. Nope. Brings it 0.5 blocks above, which is not where it's supposed to be. Negative 0.5. That's almost like too low down. Quite a bit too low down. I think because it's a slab, we're going to have to do like 0.25 or something. Yeah, that looks better. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we could use something else for this. I don't know. It's kind of exposed one, right? Yeah, it's that TARDIS that's kind of a console room, but it's only got like 3 walls, and the console's just made of random junk. As the name implies. So, yeah, I'm thinking what we could do is just do more of these coming out from there. So, like, that, and, like, that, whoops, and then, like, this. There we go. That's good, and then... the console's really small, so, like, honestly, we could even just do, like, this amount of space. Ah! That was not very pleasant. We might need just, like, one more bit of space. So let's do something like this, like, 2, I guess. And now, yeah, we got 4 blocks across. I feel like that works. And then, what is this, axis here? This is the, negative Z. I feel like it should go that way. Yeah, it should, I believe. So yeah, let's do this. Do, except we're not going to do the outer ones. Let's just do like the inner ones. Going back 1 on the negative Z, like that, and like that. And that should look decent, maybe. Okay, that block is technically wrong. What can we do about it? We can increase on the x-axis for that block. Okay, so what is this one? This one is at 1, and this one is at -1. That's the problem. And now it kind of is starting to resemble the shape of the junk TARDIS, kind of like that, with the 3 walls, basically. What to do for the walls? The walls are all different from one another. Like, they've each got different kind of sets of roundels. This wall over here has, like, I don't know, almost like, what's it called? Pillar blocks. It's almost got like those, and then like a row of roundels in the middle. So we could do something like that, perhaps. So, if we did something like this, and then did like -2, 0 here, and then just made it like a quartz pillar. Whoops. Luckily that wasn't anything important. That would have been bad. I don't see the pillar. That's not great. Is that what it's called? Quartz pillar? Yeah. I can't tell if it's just not there or I'm just putting it in the wrong place. Let's bring the TARDIS here, just in case. Yeah, it's there. Perfect. So that's where it needs to be. Bone blocks. The roundels, well, I guess some of them are like, I don't know. They're not like white really. They've got like the ones on this wall are like completely like red, all the area around them, and then these ones and these ones have like, yeah, the actual roundels themselves are red. So I just want to include something with red in it, maybe. I don't know. Obviously, bone blocks don't really have red. That would be kind of gruesome if they did. So yeah, if we just did something like that, and then just bring it like in on the z-axis, or the x-axis back on the z-axis, I think. I don't know, I'm trying to figure all this out. Okay, so I think if I did this to -1, that should definitely work, and then move this to -1. It should give one in the other kind of corner area. Yeah, perfect. So those 2 blocks I think will be that, and then above that will be the actual like roundel portion I was talking about. So what should we make that out of? That's a good question, because what's something like red with kind of a round shape in it? I honestly don't think there is anything, but I'm gonna look. So let's see, it's red with like a white, silvery roundel in it. You know what? Idea. It's not a good idea, but it's an idea. We could just do any old red block and then put like another block through it, like something like this. No, that wouldn't work, but you get my point. Put another block through it to add the actual roundel portion of it. Could, in theory, work. I don't know. But for now, just looking for a suitable red block just in case. Yeah, I seriously don't know what we'd use for that roundel section. Actually, I might have an idea. It's not a good idea, so who knows? It may not work. Which is pain, but you know. Pain. I don't know. Huh. Kind of stumped, honestly. Don't know what to use. Where is red concrete? Does red concrete exist? I know red concrete exists, so where is it? Here it is. Yeah, I feel like that wouldn't look too bad. And then, so basically we just do, from these exact same 2 blocks, we just do the same thing, but a block up and make it concrete. Did we do that at -0.25? I guess we did on those blocks. I didn't realize we did. That could be a problem. I don't know. Yeah, these blocks are on the same level as these ones, which means we'd have to move those ones down and obviously make them the concrete. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with it being down there, I guess. We'd have to remove dot 25 from this, so what's 1 minus dot 25? It would be like 75 dot 75. Yeah, that works. dot 75. If bone blocks had red, Minecraft wouldn't be much of an all ages game anymore. No, it wouldn't be. And I need to make these to be the right blocks. Which for now is just going to be the concrete. And then if we have ideas for something to stick in the middle to create the roundel, we can do that. But I'm not sure off the top of my head what that would be. Come on, I need to go back to the thingy. Could use outline stairs to outline the roundel shapes and fill in the actual wall with whatever color the roundels are. That might actually work, I don't know. Sounds complex, but maybe it would work. Yeah, I feel like this does look good though. Just how do I make the roundel bit is still what I'm struggling with to this very moment. I may have an idea. I just do not know. So if I made one of these like upside down and then did like this, no, I'm seriously confused as to what I'm even trying to do. Skull. Okay, skeleton skull is what it's called. That might work, because it's kind of just a smaller whitish block. So if we just did those like sticking out of the sides, that might actually work. Might. I don't know though. Assuming it works, that is. Those might not work as falling blocks, I'm not sure. Let's see, it would be inside at the moment, if they're even there at all. And it's not there at all, so I don't think that worked. Which is fabulous. Skeleton skull. Anything else we can use? I seriously just do not even know. Use buttons, but those would be tiny and honestly not look good. You could use peanut butter. Yeah, I don't think that would work too well for roundels. Maybe for a snack, but not for roundels, that's for certain. Don't want to use an end rod. I hate it when ideas just do not seem to function correctly. Like, idea, you're supposed to be helpful. Diorite wall? I don't know. Just like, bear with me here. I'm just trying everything until something looks decent. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Let's put this up above just to make certain we can even see it at all. Yeah, it's not there. I'm not surprised. Why is it not? Diorites. Yeah, it's just called diorite wall. So why would that not work? Diorite wall. I spelled it right. So why does that not work? Walls typically work. Why would the diorite one not work? Put a few buttons next to each other to make them look bigger. Might be a bit much. Target. Again, target's maybe a little too big. I'm on Team Skull, ditching Team Stairs. The skull method is simpler. It is simpler, but it didn't work. So, I don't know. Doesn't have to be 100% accurate. Yeah, fair enough, but my idea for the diorite wall, I don't know why it doesn't work, and it's painful because the diorite wall thing could work. It just isn't because the diorite wall doesn't want to work, and I don't know why. You know what? Maybe if I do this, Hey, the diorite wall. Okay, so for the diorite wall, it just occurred to me it's not going to work. Okay, let's do that then, the target block, just because I can't think of anything else. So basically what we'd be doing is just making it like, that's weird, anyway, we just making it like mostly this color with like, okay, one thing I do like about it is how it has like a, is it supposed to look like papery? I don't know, it's got like a dirtiness to it. It's not like clean like these blocks are. So I feel like it could maybe work. Just use targets. Yeah, I think I'll try it. Yeah, no, we figured out the diorite wall, but obviously it didn't work. So, yeah, I think I'm just going with this because it's really the best we can do. It's not going to be 100% accurate, but it's okay. I like the texture of it, if nothing else. Okay, it's just Minecraft target. That's the ID for it, so I'll just do that. You know what? Yeah, we don't need to do the target like that. We just need to do the target replacing these blocks. Target and target. Yeah, like I like how, see, it kind of like matches almost with this, with these designs. I kind of like that. And it kind of has the look we're going for too. Kind of, at least, but you know, it's the best we're going to get, so we might as well deal with it. And finally, I just need to add 2 more quartz pillars to the top, and then that wall will be done. Underscore pillar, if I can spell it. Perfect. And then .75, we're not going to make it .75. We need to add another .25 and then like a bunch more, I think. I don't know. Does this work? 1.75? Seriously, just not even sure. Let's do that. Hey, it actually worked. That's surprising. Anyway, so where is this? It's like you do that, and then you do that, maybe? I don't think that's the right coordinate, but it could be. No, okay. So I think it's on the x-axis that we gotta go like -1. We're getting there, I think. Where was it before? Okay, it's there, so what we need to do is just bring it like -3. Why can I not get this right? Okay, it's -2. Wow. I don't know how I got that so wrong, but there we go. That wall's finished and it actually genuinely looks good. So then what? The center wall, which is like weird hexagon roundels, which honestly those will work really well for targets, but I don't want to use targets again, if that makes any sense. Because I want to make all these walls kind of different textures, because they are on the real thing, so let's see. Yeah, that might be a good place to use bone blocks, because there's a little bit of red, but not as much, so like in theory it could work well. For some reason I thought terracotta would work, but they don't really have much of anything of use. Or like the glazed terracotta, I mean. You know what? A lodestone could be interesting. It would be a different color technically, but I feel like it sort of works well. Looks like a bunch of eyes staring back at me. I feel like this would match the colors better. Like, maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I'm also right, because I think I might be right. Gotta do a bunch of placing tomfoolery to get these facing the right way. That might be better, honestly. Oh, and I could actually, like, offset the Y value, now I think about it, to make them look a bit more roundly. That would actually be pretty cool. So here's what I will do. Do another of those, even though it's not necessary. And then I'll do this. And I'll just do, not change one of these. I think it's this one that needs to go back. and then in theory that should place a block behind the armor stand, maybe? Yes and no, it needs to go one more block back. Fantastic, and then that needs to be our bone block. Bone, if I can spell it, bone underscore block. And then we just do like a properties thing, change the direction, I think. Properties, I can check if I'm doing this right in a moment. Facing colon north. Why not? We can see if that works. Nope, because I probably did it wrong. Let's see, any of these got a proper thingy to them? A thing with some sort of direction. I'm not sure if most of these do. Chorus plant does, if I recall. Okay, properties. Okay. This needs to be capitalized, I guess. I might change the direction of north. I guess not. Properties, down colon true. Something like facing colon north. East. I guess I could just use the lodestone if that doesn't really work out. But what we could do is just do this and then just do F3, see what it says. Oh, axis. Okay, it's axis colon Z, which is weird. I think. Yes! That is actually kind of cool. Alright, then we just gotta do one block on the other side of that somehow. There we go, perfect. That's exactly what I need. Then just do these going downwards. Do that, and do that. And then in theory, they should work. Perfect. And two more, just right there, which would be at like -.25, I guess. Yeah, -.25. .25, and then same here. Change it to -.25. That should work. Hopefully. Yeah, that actually looks decent. Except the thing about these roundels is like it's one of those deals where one would be like here and the other would be like this. They alternate, you know. So I just do not know how we do that, except for like bringing the blocks on this side like a little bit differently. So we just do like every two, we'll just bring it up by like half a block, maybe. So this one we're going to bring up by 0.5, and what would that bring us up to? 2.25, I think. Yep. I'll just do the same here, I think. Bring this up, it would be like 1.25. Yep. And lastly, this might be the last one, maybe. If I did the right one, that is. And I'm just wondering, did I? 1, 2, 3. Yep, it's this one. Alright, we're bringing it up by 0.5, so .25, and then bring it up by 0.5. That'd be 0.35 positive. Let's hope that's correct. Hey, it is. Kind of, not really. Why is that not right? 0.3? Yeah, there we go. And it leaves a little bit of a gap there. That is a bit of a problem, but I do have to admit this looks good. And it doesn't really matter how it looks from the back, I suppose, because you're really never going to see this thing from the back. Punch the air when the bone method worked. Yeah, it does look really good, especially when you have them offset like this, except for this gap, and I don't know what I'd do about that gap. I could just take like the floor and raise it slightly. .25, .2. That should bring it up a little. Yep. Should do that for all of them, I guess. Whoops, that is not at all right. .2. .2. .2. We should be almost at the end of these. Yeah, there's the pillars, so perfect. So that actually looks a lot better now. Fill the gap with another slab. Yeah, maybe I should have thought of that. We're good. This looks decent. So yeah, one more wall to go, and this one's got it's got white with red roundels. How are we gonna do that? Is there anything like red, kind of like what we were doing earlier, except obviously instead of white, we need red, like what we were doing with the skulls. Except I need something red. Something red that like will be smaller than a block and stick straight out. Like maybe this flower pot. Could be worth a try. It's not quite red, but I don't know. It's the closest thing we can find. Yeah, it might be the closest thing there is. So, flower pots. Kind of red, and it's kind of a rusty red in the show model anyway. So, I suppose what we can do is do like some up and down bone blocks just to match this texture, I guess. So, where's this going to be? It's just on the opposite side of this, I guess. So just find the very first quartz pillar and just copy that, I guess, and just change up the coordinates. I don't know, in theory that'll work fine. Change this from like -2 to +2, maybe. Maybe that'll move it over here. Perfect. That's exactly what I need, except I don't want it to glitch through there, so we're going to move it one more block, obviously. And yeah, that looks decent. And then we would just add in these flower pots. I don't know how we're going to do that, but we are going to do it in theory. Or, idea, we have two choices. We could either do that or just fill the whole thing with target blocks. And it would work a lot better because they're not lopsided like these ones are. So I think target blocks might actually be an amazing idea here. What do you all think? Should we replace this and all this with target blocks? And then finally we've got to do a roof and a console, and we'll be done with this thing. But for the moment, I feel like we need to decide on this. So I'm going to show what that would look like. Probably pretty basic, but probably not bad. Target! In all caps. Yeah, that doesn't look half bad. So do we want to do target or do the somewhat more difficult route of adding in the flower pots and whatnot? I don't know. Honestly, I kind of like the target, but maybe that's just me. Just do exactly the same thing. -.25. We gotta bring it up by a block, so like that maybe. Nope, I did not bring it up high enough somehow. I don't know. Just need to experiment a bit. Maybe it's .75? Huh. Kind of weird, but okay. And then this final one, we just need to bring up a block from that. So, it's like 1.55, maybe. May not have done it right. Nope, didn't think so. 1.5 isn't going to be right. No, it's like 1.75 maybe. Which actually makes sense since they're a block apart. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, yeah, I do think the target blocks are working. Just need to do the same thing, but -1 on the Z, and +1 on the negative X. Okay. -1 on the Z, +1 on the negative X. That's like -1, so in theory this should be in the right place. Yep, sure is. Perfecto. Let's do the same thing, one block down. Yep, and finally, same thing, one block down one last time, and then I think we will be all good on the walls. And then it's just the little roof thing, the console, and then we're all done. So minusing a block from that will be like -.25, I think, because that's what it was earlier. Unless I'm just crazy. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, I think this wall actually looks decent. Watching for about an hour. Lost track. Just happy to be here. Fun community. Yeah, I like how it's just very peaceful, honestly. You know, I don't know how to describe what I'm saying, but point being, what are we gonna do for the roof? Because I just need to get to the point. Because there's one thing that this community does, which is entirely me, is just get off topic. Okay, let's grab another of these. Place that, why not? Alright, I think I'll just do like a couple blocks for the roof thing, and then the console's gonna be like really small probably. We need some light. The magic of the sea lantern. Are sea lanterns magic though? Because you gotta wonder what they actually are. That is a good question to ask. So coming off the same block pretty much as the ending target block, which I think is this thing here. Maybe. Looks like it. I just want to do one block up from there, except this is not where it needs to be. So let's just do like 1.75. And then I want to do a quartz slab. Smooth quartz slab, yes, I think I will. Okay, that's good, but it's in the wrong place, obviously, so we're going to bring it up one more block. Ooh, I think that's perfect. Ah, my sword. It's going to take forever to pick up because of the lag. And yet the items I don't want to pick up, they get picked up like instantly. Talk about bad everything. Let's see. Speaking of going off topic, am I still doing my Dalek Mod Survival series? Oh no, that. I am technically, just haven't gotten around to it, and that probably just makes me sound really stupid, but I mean, it's also a matter of just timing, and school and whatnot is just pain, but honestly, it's mostly my fault, honestly. Just not getting around to it. But I mean, I would love to go back to that, honestly. It's just hard to, because like time, and I really gotta, what did I just do? I really gotta figure out, you know, what I'm prioritizing, I guess you could say. And I don't know, I just do the TARDIS stuff primarily. But yeah, like, it definitely, undeniably, would be fun to return to that, because I never really meant for it to die. I just kind of forgot about it and then never got back to it. That's probably the number one actually true excuse. I think you might make a separate junk TARDIS in your survival world, or not survival world, in your bedrock TARDIS. That actually would be kind of cool. Okay, I think this is as good as the roof's gonna get in terms of having that, like, beamed look from the show. How about this console, then? It might be a problem, because what we need... We're definitely gonna need some stairs, and I just don't know what to use. It's almost like a off-white. So I don't know whether to use, like, a proper white, or, like, something like prismarine. I just don't know. What do you think I should do? Like a proper, so many things you could do if you had time. Same, you know? Diorites. Like, we could use diorite for the console, or we could use, like, prismarine bricks. Because it does have a slightly blue tinge, or greenish, but, like, it kind of looks more white, but it's kind of hard to tell. I don't know. I can look again real quick. It's so tiny of a greenish tint that it's like barely noticeable. In fact, here's a picture from Doctor Who Experience where they have the actual screen as prop and it's literally just a dirty white, so I could go back to the diorite and just use like the normal diorite so it looks dirtier. That might actually look good. Unless we want to use the green just to mix things up a little. I don't know. Anyway, the diorite I think does work well, so... Okay, I think I know where I'm going to put my console, so I'm going to start a new repeater just for organization's sake so we know what we're looking at. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do a block of just diorite, if I can spell, and we're just going to put it roughly like there. I think might be the right place. That might be the wrong axis actually, because I want to make it just centered. It's really no big deal. Okay, and the name of it's literally just diorite, but we had trouble with diorite last time, so who knows, maybe we'll have trouble with diorite this time, who knows. No, that's actually the right position roughly. I want to make it maybe half a block back too, just so it's centered. It's probably negative. Yeah, thought so. In fact, this might be a good place for the diorite wall, just to make it a bit thinner, just because there's not much space for a console. So, because this might be a good place for a diorite wall, let's do that and see if it works this time. Yep, I do think that does work a little better, just to give the console a bit more breathing room, which I think is kind of important. In fact, for the console, even though it does kind of slant upward, I feel like these stairs might be too big, because I almost wanted to do something like this. Like, do this where it would, like, actually connect, which I don't know why it doesn't, but it's hard to get these to connect. But, yeah, if you get connect on all sides, if you did something like that, it would technically work, but I don't know. It kind of wouldn't, so I think what I'll do is just a diorite slab on top of that. That might work. In the separate jump TARDIS, there's only going to be 6 controls. That's fair enough. It's kind of like what I did with my secondary TARDIS, secondary console room, just a simplified version. And the same thing I did with my Master's TARDIS too. But that was the whole point of the Master's TARDIS on the map, which I may or may not have shown off. I don't really remember. But the whole point of that was just a simplified TARDIS, basically. I may bring this down by a little bit. .75. Yeah, that looks a bit better, honestly. And then, for the time rotor in the center, I have no idea what to do. Like, it's kind of glass, but I want to do something small. Like, what is something kind of smaller than a block that could kind of give off that kind of glass look of a little glass time rotor with maybe like a candle in the middle or something, for the red part in the center. But for the actual rotor itself, I want to do something that isn't maybe just a glass block, because that would be a bit too big, because the rotor was very skinny in this TARDIS. I just don't know. I don't know. I'll put the glass just in case, but I don't think it's going to look great. But maybe that's just me. Maybe it will once I actually place it down. I just don't know. It's hard to find block ideas sometimes. Ooh, even though it's not like red, I feel like a beacon is actually really close to what that rotor looks like in the show. In fact, it's like darn near identical. So like that'd be cool if I could just do like a tiny beacon on top. I don't think that's possible though. Yeah, I really don't think so, but I don't know. So let's just do this. It's gonna be really easy to do no matter what it is, luckily, so let's just try the glass first. Just do it like a teeny bit above. Why is it not working? There we go. Yeah, it's not quite where it needs to be. It needs to be, I don't know, maybe like 0.25 above, maybe. Yeah, that looks about right, but again, it just looks way too big compared to the console, which, like, again, I want the console to be small, but then I definitely want to do is put a candle in the middle of it for the actual rotor part. Red candle. Alright, let's see. It's too small, but like if we had the smaller, some kind of smaller glass block, I feel like that would work. Stained glass pane. The pane is like really small though, isn't it? Like especially since they like made glass panes skinnier. It's not even a recent change, but I'm still not used to it. Oh, it barely even looks visible. Wow. I just don't know. Like, what would we use? I mean, if worst comes to worst, we can just use the beacon and have like a really fat time rotor. And maybe just make the console slightly wider. I mean, that would be easy, but I don't know. Don't want to do it if I don't have to. Almost think a lantern would work. I don't know. I'll try a lantern real quick, actually. So if we just replace this with a lantern. Just might work. You know what? Maybe we should just stick with the lantern. I do think it actually looks good because it's got the bit at the bottom and the bit at the top, the kind of metally bit, and then the kind of orangey bit in the middle. Yeah, I think this is probably as close as we're gonna get. I'm still open if you guys have any other ideas. Red pane idea: put 4 glass panes next to each other in a square pattern. I don't think, no, they don't connect when they're falling blocks. You'd have to do like a bunch of that properties stuff that I'm just not good at. But in theory, that could look good at the same time. You know what? Yeah, that does look good. So if I did like F3, what does it say about it? East, true. South, true. That's confusing. I can try it though. See what that actually does. properties, colon, true, comma. I think I'd have to put it in like another thing like this. No? Okay, I think it's just like this then. East, true. Okay, so that seems to work. Let's see, because if I can do that, then maybe I can just do, like you said, 4 of them. No. Okay, it's just sitting there. I mean, at least it's more visible than it was. Still doesn't look perfect. Does it look like, I don't know. Again, this time motor is supposed to be kind of skinny, so does that, if we took out the candle, or whatever it says, does that just alone look good, maybe? I don't know. Oh, not thinking they need to connect, just be a little wider. I mean, there's still the problem of the fact that it has, like, no texture on it. Just a line at the top and a line at the bottom. I mean, yeah, that's just barely even visible is my problem. Or else that would be genius. But I'd like it to be visible, so... okay. I guess, best case scenario, we probably just need to narrow it down to just, this stained glass pane or the lantern. So, like, which one of those do we want to do? Unless somebody's got another idea. Obviously, we would get rid of the candle at that point, because we do not need the candle. But, yeah. I'm leaning toward the glass pane. Just because it's got the right kind of skinniness, and it just looks good in general. I don't know if we should, like, cover this up, honestly. It might be nice, but I don't know. I got an idea. Let's just add one more of these, just to fill in that roof and cover up that bit that's missing just a little bit. .5, 1, -1. That might work. Maybe. Possibly. Let's see, does that look good? Yeah, it does slightly cover up that little bit there, which is nice. And it does look accurate, relatively. Well, white stained glass. That's a good idea. White stained glass. Okay, so let's get rid of the, I don't know, get rid of the candle for the moment. Or not. Why do I keep saying candle? The lantern. Was that the lantern? Yeah. Okay, so that doesn't really work. So, if we did just the glass, maybe that would look nice. These properties don't work really at all. Just change it for a white one, I guess. Does that work? Kind of. This doesn't really work. I mean, otherwise I actually kind of like that. It's just this is obviously got some Z fighting going on with it, which is problematic because it just looks weird. Let's try again with the red stained glass, maybe without the actual candle. We just try the red one again to kind of give it the look of the red bit that kind of glowed and whatnot. So we do that. I mean, yeah, I think that's probably the best option apart from the lantern, maybe. Also, extra detail, you can move the slabs a little to add holes in the floor. Yeah, it does have holes in the floor. I had thought of that. I had actually thought of that, and then I forgot about it. So that could be a good idea. Holes in the floor. How am I going to do that? You said move the slabs a little. I could move these two inward, maybe. So, like, find the slab that's just right underneath the TARDIS and just move it inward a bit. So that would be on the x-axis, maybe like negative 0.5. I don't know. I could be doing that wrong. I don't want it to be right under a console. That's a little weird. Let's do it the other way around then. 0.5. Not quite what I envisioned, but I mean, it kind of works. And if we like moved it forward a little, it would be a bit more square. If that makes any sense. Like, not really, but I meant for like the hole to be a bit more square, kind of. What if we moved it that way without moving this one? There we go. That's not too bad, I guess. And it does kind of give it the kind of asymmetrical look that you'd expect from something like this. So maybe that works. Somehow I want to move that one. I don't know how that would be done. Okay, so that one would be like a 1 and a negative 1. I'm just trying to find it here is all. It might be this one. So if we move this one back like 1.5, yeah, that kind of gives us the look we're looking for with the holes in the floor, and it isn't even really visible from the back, which is nice. So it looks decent. I do kind of like how it adds to the somewhat more asymmetrical look of the thing, and I do think overall this actually does look decent and pull off the look we wanted to go for. So yeah, do we think it's finished, or is there anything else we can think of for it? I'm going to look at the picture one last time just in case. Yeah, it looks like we got basically every detail, unless we wanted to make the console a bit more detailed, but we kind of can't technically, because that just it's a lot of tiny details and it'd be hard to do. But yeah, do we think we are all good with this? I think we're all good with this personally, because I just really can't think of anything else to add. So yeah, I mean, we could just be like, oh no, the house entity is getting away with the TARDIS. We need to chase after it. Nah, as in you think it's good? Yeah, I think it's good too, honestly. Yeah, it is getting kind of late, so I think that'll be maybe the end of the stream, probably, if I can get back to the console room, that is. Oh, of course, I'm just going to appear back here. Okay. I need to do some travel, that's what I need to do. Back to spawn. Should be easy. Desert Ravine, that's not where we want to go. Of course, this thing's going to be slow because of the button. Because of course it is. Oh, you're going to go ahead and go? Alright, that's fine. We're pretty much done at this point. Thanks for tuning in, Noel. And we will see you next time, hopefully. That would be awesome. Lol 902. It is 902 for us at least. And yeah, I think it's going to set us back to a tree. Yep, thought so. So yeah, to recap what we did this time, I don't want to cycle through all this. It's going to take too long. But to go through what we did this time, we did our junk TARDIS exterior and our, what room did we do? Oh yeah, the big Hogwarts dining hall. Pretty awesome, honestly. both of those, honestly, are really cool. So yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in as usual. See you all next time, assuming I can get this thing to